Hey mamas, it's your girl Carrie, and welcome back to another Monday Mindset episode of Mom Wife Career Life. This week on the podcast, we're talking about advocating for yourself at work, speaking up about what you need, setting boundaries, and really creating a healthier relationship with your career. And today's quote really ties the conversation in absolutely perfectly. You can be committed to your career without being consumed by it. Now, before we jump in, I just want to say something. This quote isn't just for the moms who absolutely love what they do. It's not just for the women who wake up every day feeling completely fulfilled and passionate about your jobs. Because if I'm being honest, there are very few moms that I talk to who feel that way all the time, or even every once in a while. This quote is also for those moms who may not love every part of their job, but they're committed to doing it well. The moms who show up every day, the moms who take pride in their work, the moms who are those high performers simply because that's who they are, the moms who care, the moms who give their best, the moms who have responsibility, bills to pay, kids to support, and families counting at them. Whether you love your job or not, this quote is for you. So let's jump in and break it down. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. I think one of the biggest lies that working moms believe is that success requires sacrifice. That if we're going to be successful, we have to be available all the time. We have to answer every email, take every meeting, say yes to every request, work a little later, push a little harder, give a little more. And before we know it, work starts taking up way more space than it was ever meant to. And not just in our calendars, but in our minds, because being consumed by work isn't just about the hours you're working. It's thinking about work while you're making dinner, checking emails while you're at your kids' game, laying in bed at night, replaying conversations, being physically present with your family and mentally somewhere else. And trust me, I've been there. I've been saying that my life has been really full lately because I refuse to say it's busy, because I think busy just has this kind of connotation that it's not all good stuff, but it's really been all amazing stuff. And this season of Ashley's senior year, of this bitter sweetness of watching her spread her wings, but at the same time being so sad that after almost 18 years, my baby won't be under my roof. It's really hard, and I'm sorry I'm getting choked up. I cry daily on the regular now. I'll just see something and it will remind me of when she was little, or remind me that she's leaving, and then I'm immediately crying. And sometimes I do in front of her and I just give her a hug and she's like, "Come on, mom." But she's so used to it by now. But anyway, this season has reminded me how quickly life moves and how easy it is to miss those moments right in front of us when we're constantly focused on the next thing that needs our attention. So here's a shift that I really want you to think about this week. Being someone who takes pride in their work is a good thing. Wanting to do a great job is a good thing. Being dependable is a good thing. Being the person people can count on is a good thing. But sometimes our biggest strengths can end up becoming our biggest challenges, because when you're the kind of person who always gets things done, the kind of person who takes ownership, the kind of person who doesn't like letting people down, it's so easy to let work take up way more space than it should. Not because anyone is even forcing it on you, but because your worth ethic won't let you leave things unfinished, because you care, because you want things done right, because that's simply who you are. But just because something needs to get done doesn't mean it has to all get done by you. And just because work could take up another hour of your time doesn't mean that it should. You can care deeply about your work without carrying it into every moment of your day. You can do a great job without being available 24/7. So here's my challenge for you this week, mamas. The next time you're tempted to check your work email after hours, or pick up that phone or open that laptop, or the next time you're thinking it'll only take a minute, I want you to pause and ask yourself, do I really need to check in right now? What is realistically going to happen if I wait till tomorrow? Will anyone get hurt? Will the business fall apart? Will it still be there in the morning? And then I want you to ask yourself a second question that's even more important. What could happen if I do check my emails? Could one email change my mood? Could it pull me mentally away from my family? Could it turn a peaceful evening into a stressful one? Could my partner or my kids get a different version of me after I check my emails? Maybe I was happy before, and after I check them, I'm distracted and stressed and anxious or frustrated, and I'm thinking about work instead of being present with them. Because sometimes when we're so focused on what might happen if we don't check, we never stop to consider what we're potentially sacrificing when we do. So this week, I challenge you to pause before opening that email. And remember, not every thought requires an action. Not every email requires an immediate response. And not every work problem deserves access to your evening. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.